Leah Chantilly and Angelique Elijah, the Elijah sisters will empower and inspire women of all ages. They'll fashion, ministry, personal finance, and relationships. Plus, this is more than just your typical talk show. It's time well spent with
time of year, and we're so glad to have you here with us. So we're going to get right into our show. It is so much to cover today. Oh my gosh, we have so much to cover today. Today we're going to be still in the month of Black, affecting my son right before he passed. And so he got to at least know that before he left this earth. But we all as a family still acknowledge that, still celebrate his birthday and his life. And so I still want the opportunity and to give my sisters the opportunity to at least acknowledge that. But the life of Melvin C. Burns the First is an amazing life. And you honestly can't even acknowledge Black history without acknowledging him, because he was a part of so much, especially from where we're from in Muskegon, Michigan, and gave so much and did so much. I know that I have a picture, my mom and my uncles have a picture with him as a part of a march that he was in there, but he was a part of the Black Caucus and just different things. And I always tell my mom, I never like to get part of a list of things he did, because I always forget stuff. And I always feel so. She was robbed of an award. I'll let you speak on it. But we're gonna go into
it wasn't a feeling.
It's a fact. How is it?
As my girl Mo Hart says, facts are facts. So we won't go through all the winners, but we will go through some of the winners that happened this past weekend. So our girl Lizzo won for.
Yeah, I can see why she would have won it, but
in the category
I like Lizzo. I'm not a Lizzo fan.
I'm
to be like, I heard all her songs. Like,
so About Time. It's a bop, okay.
Yeah.
But for the
yeah.
That's just, everybody's opinion is their opinion. I just wanted to know how you feel, but that okay. I would have taken.
But that doesn't mean like they didn't ask me. No, the answer whatever question you about to answer.
I didn't listen to that. I wouldn't know. I don't listen to Harry Styles, so
Harry Styles did not do Renaissance.
The other albums
I've heard enough Harry Styles to know that was not.
I was giving you a chance.
That's what it should have been.
Okay.
I'm mulling it over. I got it.
You molded it?
Should have been okay. It should have been Harry Styles album, like Harry Styles, y'all. Because it's like you're telling me Harry Styles. Where? What? No.
Okay.
I don't agree.
I want to keep this moving as quick.
I don't agree at all, and
I agree. I totally
don't dislike Harry Styles, but
no,
that was not better Renaissance
for Song of the Year.
I don't know.
I never heard Bonnie Raitt, but I heard Break My Soul everywhere.
I don't know none of this people.
If ABCD is a song I'm thinking about, she shouldn't have won cut of a song. For real. It's something that you hear just be in your head talking, but
it's
okay,
old.
Yeah. That beat out Adele is all that as a person that can blow.
I know Anthony was about Taylor Swift.
I'm gonna do what my girl said. She wears some beautiful dresses.
Beautiful gowns. Beautiful gowns. The gowns,
beautiful. Gowns. Look at the gowns. Look at the gowns.
Oh my God, I got my eyelashes.
That's all I'm gonna say, because I ain't gonna start that on Beyonce's internet.
Them gowns, though.
Them gowns. Girl, them gowns, girl, you be killing it with them gowns, girl.
Easy on me.
And Adele to me is barely pop. That's like you.
Yeah, I would never put Adele in pop.
Doja Cat is a rapper. People
But that's
don't
like
like.
they want
But Ed
that
Sheeran,
category. I see why they want that category.
yeah, I do, and that's a good song. Let's quickly move along. I'm the biggest Diana Ross fan, and Mom always says she's an institution, and I'm
Ross.
like, okay.
She's an institution. Okay. Wow.
She
Johnny
really
Omax,
is.
Johnny Omax.
It's like you don't even gotta listen. She's Diana Ross.
Dang.
She got a cute, good little gem for the lifetime
Exactly.
achievement awards that she got. And I said most people when they get a tribute, a bunch of artists do the tribute to them. Diana was like, I got this. She did her own tribute with all of her songs.
Just to myself. I got it. You ain't about it.
For that though, I would do the same thing.
You ain't even gotta worry about it. She said, I know how to tribute.
Yeah, Jim Gaffigan is actually funny. And actually Louis C.K. Honestly is. He have his moments.
I know. I was only want to talk about.
I didn't see his last one. I think I fell asleep.
Oh, he would bring up Louis C.K. I don't even want to get into it.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop because people will be like, I can't believe you. Never mind.
I ain't bring up okay. We'll talk about that offline.
I was advocating for him. I just
no, we're not even going. Nope.
Best musical theater album went to the winner. Nation Worship, Toby Mac, Chris Tomlin, and Ann Wilson.
Dang, Toby Mac still making music, and Chris Tomlin still making music.
Chris Tomlin gonna make music to the day they put him in the grave.
Yeah,
Toby Mac, don't know if I would put him in contemporary Christian, but okay.
And they need to restructure their categories because they're not being.
They said y'all got the Dove Awards. Y'all know what to do with it. Y'all got the Doves and the Stellars. Y'all figure that out. Okay, I'm not doing the bluegrass about that. I think we're good.
Oh my gosh, that just agitated me so bad. When you even say bluegrass.
And pull the trigger on what they kind of coded her as, and they would be better off. But this vague, she just wants to be single, and it's like oh no, because it's vague. I just want to be alone for some reason. Like y'all, just stop. I'm like, I'd rather y'all force her with the love character for no reason.
Yeah, but I'm gonna watch all of them because I have to watch all.
I'm gonna still watch the third one because I watched the second one. So,
and me and the girl,
which selected iconic women over the 100 years since women's suffrage in the United States of America from 1920 to 2020. And I don't know that I would have seen it that way because I understood what men were trying to accomplish, but I understand when you've seen so much. As of 2001, she has been a member of the Peabody Awards Board of Jurors since 2009 and serves on the Board of Trustees at the Carter Center. Everybody here should know about Miss Shirley Chisholm. Let me take a sip because this is going to be some.
I've heard of her.
I tried to edit this thing down. I was like,
Gonna
Shirley,
take some reading right
everything.
here. It's gonna take some looking at some notes.
Assembly. Her successes in the legislature included getting unemployment benefits extended to domestic workers. She also sponsored the introduction of a SEEK program, Search for Education. Don't make me preach over
You understand?
Chisholm joined the Congressional Black Caucus in 1971 as one of its founding members. All right. I thought her life was very special, was why I added her.
List on hers too now.
I know. I thought hers was, I was like, oh, she's a little bit older. It's going to be much on her. And I was like, that little woman was working back in her day. The convention in 1896 and president from 1906 to 1908. She was president of the NACWC from 1908 until 1912. Brooks also joined the National Association for the Advancement of Colored Peoples shortly after it was founded and later created her own. her color peoples, and later created her own NAACP chapter in New Bedford. She would be honored as what she helped to get. Brooks became the first president of the home, and this should also say this: the new location that they eventually got, she helped design to be built school after her in 1957. I think that is so special. To me, it was something I read about her life that just felt so sweet and so special to me. I don't know why.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. And actually, I didn't even get into a lot, but she actually helped design quite a few buildings, but she was very much about and decided to sing.
Yeah.
I read
so she got too nervous to dance, so she did something even more. Okay.
Hey.
I would have been too. That would have been reversed. I'd have been like, "Oh, I can't sing, so I'ma dance."
It'd be like two-step.
I'm not too scared to dance, so I'm going to.
If you can't sing it, you'll have to sling it, Mr. Paganini. But it was her 1938 version of the nursery rhyme, "A Tisket, a Tasket," a song she...
First time I heard story. That's the time I heard, first time I heard I know about it. Oh my goodness. Okay. See, I'm already having issues. Don't do it, Rain. Don't do it.
Yeah, I was... they said that she was the first Black performer to play the becambo following Monroe's intervention, but that's not true. African-American singers such as Herb Jeffries, Eartha Kitt, and Joyce Bryant all played there. The 19...
got older, I was like, was he really their friend? Like, did y'all really like him? Cause
some of the stuff really like they said to him and about him, like, yeah, there'll be enough booze in this glass for me to be able to drink this down. All right, let's keep going.
I understand the concept of your friends willing somebody else, but they went. I was like,
but Angie,
that's not even your friend saying something. That's.
See, here's my thing. When you deal with actors who were in race movies, let me stop. We gotta stop.
Yeah, all of them.
My blood pressure is up. I can't.
They died.
Her uncle was a major influence on her life and her life's work. In 1850, at age 26, Watkins moved from Baltimore to teach domestic science at Union Seminary and AME, making her the first Black woman to publish a short story. That same year, Anglo-African magazine published her as they couldn't have their own newspaper or magazine. So
it was 1859. You better be happy you had those.
I think in one of her books, she published 80 poems.
Dang.
Writing. This one is called The Slave Mother. She writes, "He is not hers, although she bore for him a mother's pains. He is not hers, although her blood is coursing through his veins. He is not hers, for cruel hands may rudely tear apart." Of the time, Harper dealt with serious social issues, including education for women, the social passing as white of mixed race people. So she wasn't holding her tongue. Abolition, Reconstruction, temperance, and social responsibility. Harper was also a friend and mentor to many African-American writers. And I, as a colored woman, have had in this country an education which has made me feel as if I were in the situation of Ishmael. My hand against speech. The National Women's Rights Convention agreed to form the American Equal Rights Association, which incorporated African women's suffrage into the women's suffrage movement. You think so?
My camera kept freezing. I had to turn my camera on.
All right, so then we're gonna go to Ida B. Wells.
I think she made my camera freeze.
The camera wasn't ready.
He said, "What?" My camera said, "Ooh." My camera said, "I gotta go. I'll be back."
All right. I'm gonna try to I know a little bit more about Ida's life. So she did the majority of her time writing, which almost got her killed many, many times. Because obviously they don't want you documenting the lynching.
No. Rather you not.
She also was a young lady who was known for being, and not really kind of spawned her. She was already documenting the lynching. She was already going after justice, but that really pushed her into civil rights and justice, and she just wasn't going to be silent for sure after that. In 1889, she became editor and co-owner with Lynchings Due to the Alleged Rape of White Women. She concluded that
just gonna say the word.
Okay. She concluded that Southerners cried rape as an excuse to hide the real reasons for lynchings. Black progress, which threatened white Southerners with competition, white ideas of enforcing Black second-class status in the society. They would use those anytime they saw. They would kill a Black man and then say he tried to rape a white woman. That's so horrible.
Say it another time. You just gonna say it 3 in a row, back to back. All right. You gonna say it 3 times in a row the word you don't like. All right, it's out. So go ahead. Go ahead. Finish reading. What else you got? Another time you
I lost my spot right here. Okay. Economic progress was a contemporary issue in the South, and in many states, whites worked to suppress Black progress in this period at the turn of the century. Southern states, starting with Mississippi in 1890, passed laws and or new constitutions. So they would create new laws or constitutions to disenfranchise Black people and many poor white people through use of poll taxes, literacy tests, and other devices. After conducting further research, Wells published the Red Record. You think describing lynching in the United States. So he was like, oh, you must not have gotten, okay, you needed more. That's what it was. Describing lynching in the United States since the Emancipation Proclamation of 1863. It also covered Black people's struggles in the South since the Civil War. The Red Record explored the alarmingly high rates of lynching in the United States, which was at a peak from 1880 to 1930. Will said that during Reconstruction, most Americans outside the South
come so far in our history that none of this has happened at all in present times. Thank you so much, America.
Urged Black people in high risk.
Now you go.
I don't think about it. I'm gonna have to put this up on my laptop to avenge their assaults upon women.
Because we should be able to just talk.
Violence, showing how the myth of the Black man's lust for white women led to the murder of African American men. Wells gave 14 pages of statistics related to lynching case works, but I just couldn't get into naming all this stuff, right? In 1945, Dunham opened and directed the Katherine Dunham School of Dance and Theater near Times Square in New York City. Her dance company was faint of heart. It ain't for the weak.
No, it is. No, it is not.
Her alumni included many future celebrities, such as Eartha Kitt, and embarrassed the local police because they didn't know her. They just saw a Black woman. They didn't even have a clue who she was. They had to quickly release her and get her out.
So Shelley Winters, both Shirley MacLaine. I'm like, these people. I was like Warren Beatty. I'm like, I know these people. You know, I should say not know personally, obviously, but like I know of these people, and I did not know they had a connection to her.
That incident on the bus. And she would travel, and she had started keeping a diary of her own account because she was violated, and she started writing, and she ended up finding out other women's accounts, and she would meet other women that because so much The women are working other places to make sure that no family goes without breakfast, goes without lunches, goes without dinners. This is happening for months and months, and it never drops. You know, sometimes something starts and then people say, well, this is since she was young, and she was determined to be fearless. She was determined to be bold all of her life, that's who she was. That, you know, she wasn't the weak woman on the bus that was just tired because she's fighting for everybody, she's caring for everybody. And they said that the mantra of her life was that she just wanted to make sure everybody else was okay. Wow. So people were always giving her money. People were always trying to take care of her. Okay, Angie, I'm gonna let you go. And I'm gonna have to moderate. I'm gonna let Angelique and then Chantalie.
I think I was talking, but my
Your bandwidth is low.
Yeah, I think I was talking, but it was like a base. So I was
chill out. And what else? According to the Yoruba tradition, I can't say.
Angie, can you look up the names of the Monique and McCoy's twins? I know it's Millie. I want to say it's Millie and Christy. But I want to say what's special about her life, because we were born. This mother went after her babies, and they were sold, and eventually they made it to Europe. I think they were like 6 years old as performers. Do you know this mom went across the pond?
And she's Angie.
I'm Angelique.
So her bandwidth is low. Thank you for allowing our family to be your family, and you all have a wonderful evening.